Hey guys, I'm about to crush through side 2 of my bridge. I'm going to do it all in one shot.
National underground underpound when I stop the ground like a million elephants, a silverback orangutan, you can't stop a train. Who wants some, don't come unprepared, I'll be there, but when I leave there, gonna be a household name. But the man telling us it ain't gon' rain, so now we sitting in a drop top soaking wet, in a silk suit trying not to sweat. Heat somersaults without the net, but this be the year that we won't forget. 1999, I don't need 199.
A few moments later. One eternity later.
Done. I'm going to let this get sticky and dry a little bit, and then I'll be right back. Okay, bye. Hi, welcome back. All right, so side 2 has had a little time to get sticky. I'm going to flip my camera down, and we're going to start talking about this material, which is just cardstock, but we're going to call this a gusset plate. So on a real bridge, a gusset plate is usually a steel plate, and it's usually welded over connection points. So basically, paper is very, very strong under tension, and glue is very, very strong under compression. So we're going to use the glue and the paper together to make what's known as a composite material, so we can get the best of both worlds in one spot. So the reason that these are often used in places where there's connections is because those are the areas where we could have materials separating or coming apart. So think of these as kind of like little reinforcements. Some people like to cut them into small shapes and put them over like every single glued connection. I like to put them over the corners, so that's what I'm going to be working on today. So let me flip my camera down so we can look at the bridge again. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm not going to mess with side 2 that much. I'm going to stick with side 1. So this is the side that was already dry. This is the side that was drying. And I'm going to just take my razor blade or X-Acto knife, and I'm going to cut these little wings off. Because remember, I left these little extra pieces on at the very beginning when I was getting started. It made it easier to fit the diagonals and everything underneath. But right now, they're dry, and they will become in the way for assembly. So later on, that's going to get in the way. So right now, it's safe for me to cut this off. So I'm just going to take my razor blade, line it up, and it's going to be a little tough because there's glue in there, and I'm going to chop it. Now I get a perfect corner, and I'm going to do the same on this side, which I think will show up a little bit better on the video. Chop it. Okay, and now I have 2 perfect corners. So later on, when I have to wrap the top around the bridge, it's going to go right along that seam, and it's going to make a really nice fold so that it'll match up with the other side. And when this gets a bit drier, I'm going to take all the pins out and do the same thing. So my gusset plates are really strong under tension. So a place that I'm worried about on my bridge, and I said this when I got started doing my drawing, is the corners. So if I just kind of like line this up, I could see that it doesn't quite make it to this vertical beam, but it does make it to this one. So I'm going to make a giant triangle. I'm just going to line it up with that beam, and I'm going to go back and just kind of rub this edge, kind of like you would like a leaf in elementary school if you've done rubbing. It might not show up all that great on the video, but I could see it, and I've now got a line right on this. So I'm just going to go in, and I'm going to just move this out of the way for a second. I don't know if that's easier to see or worse, probably worse. And I am going to just cut right on the line with my razor blade. And you folks at home could use scissors, of course, but our friends in class don't have scissors. We just have razor blades. All right. So just going to test fit it, make sure it looks good. If it doesn't look good, I'd probably just try again. That looks good though to me. So now here is where the composite material comes in. I've got my glue. Just going to stir it up a little bit because it's been sitting here for a few minutes. And I am going to basically make my own sticker. So I'm going to try to smear this across the entire surface of the paper. This is kind of a messy process. You definitely don't want to drop this on your favorite outfit. So make sure you're being careful. Okay. Once you've got a nice blob of glue spread out over the whole thing like you've painted it, I'm going to basically take it and stick it right to my bridge. And I'm just going to steal some of these pins from the other side. And I'm just going to surround it a little bit, especially on the edges. Oh, there goes a bell. Just so that they don't curl up, okay? And now I'm going to just do the same thing on the opposite side. I could take my scrap here and I could cut out other shapes, like maybe I will cut out a little rectangle and I'm going to place it right there where I've got a bunch of beams kind of coming together. So I don't want to throw out all that cardstock. I'm going to probably try to use this up. So I see a couple of spots where I've got a bunch of beams coming together. If I wanted to, I could cut out triangle shapes. I can cut out like a diamond or even I've had people use like a hole puncher and punch out little dots to basically place everywhere they wanted to. So that is going to make the corners a lot stronger for both compression and tension. And it's also going to make connections stronger from being pulled apart. So that's going to increase their tensile strength as well. So I'm just going to look around at this and figure out a couple of more places where I can put the gusset plates. And when I'm done and everything is dry with the gusset plates and the wooden beams, then I could start peeling this up. So we'll take a look at that next time, and also how to make the road deck, which is going to be the top of our bridge. All right. Good luck. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.